David, obviously a really tough way to lose any game of football. Just sum up that performance for me.
It's hard to try and put into words, particularly when it's so short after a game, but for long periods of the game the boys were unbelievable, and how they've come away losing that game, I mean, it's hard to try and explain. As in the first 30-35 minutes we'd asked for a reaction and they were absolutely top notch. They were brilliant. I mean, they're playing obviously a team a lot higher up the league than us, and they've bullied them, battered them right through the whole team. We obviously score, and we dominated the game for long spells. The last 10 minutes of the first half, again, it's always in football, they get a bit of a rhythm. We changed a bit the second half and we just got a bit more pressure on the ball. And again, honestly, as a general point of view, I can't fault them. And it's hard for supporters, for ourselves as staff, for the players, for anybody involved at the club, that you do so well for that long period of the match, and then for some reason near the end we end up giving away 2 goals, which just, again, as I said the other day, aren't good enough. You know, it's but we should have, the game should have been done and dusted with a penalty at 1-0, and unfortunately we missed the penalty. And at that, if you go 2-0 up, I don't think they'd ever come back into it. It's still it's a smash and grab, and let's be honest about it. You know, if they've been honest about how they played, we nullified them, and they've got a certain way of playing. I thought the boys tactically and their application was outstanding. I don't think they caused as many problems at all, to be honest with you. And the 40 last part of the game, I say this to the players all the time, you're playing for 96 minutes, 97 minutes, whatever it may be, and to lose goals in the 86th and 88th minute, honestly, it's a massive gut wrencher. But what do you do? Again, if they play the way they play, they deserve to get something for the game, but they didn't. And I know that people can look at it and go, well, they still lost. They lost in a way that at least they gave everything. They fought, they competed, but just a couple of really bad goals to lose late in the game, the switching off and decisions. Again, I've said that, decision making, it's kind of killed us.
Obviously, Ethan Mitchell got on the score sheet. I know it's tough to try and take positives after the way that ended, but how pleased were you with his performance?
He was outstanding, to be fair. Like, we played obviously him a little bit higher up, we will, and I think we spoke about, to be fair to Ethan, about the space being in front of their back 4 or back 3, and try and get shots off, and honestly it's an unbelievable play for him and a great finish. I mean, he deserved that, and he could have scored the second one when he got the ball played back to him and it just not past the post, you know. So it's great from his own performance point of view. It's just so tough to take that you end up losing the game. But again, all of the players, like for long spells, were unbelievable. And again, I've said it many times, like even like the wide ones were asking to run with Gavin Tinks, and it was one of those ones we tried to bring ones on to freshen. Again, you can't really fault a lot of them because what they've done and what effort they've put in. It's just that the goals we give away are just so poor. And again, for all that Ethan scores an incredible goal, we've got to get that second one, unfortunately, where we are, to try and kill the game off. And I think if we had scored the second goal, we would have killed the game off. They didn't offer too much tonight, let's be honest. You know, they can say what they wanted, some of the ball at times, but I thought there was a complete smash and grab in what they did. But you got to give credit the fact they kept going, and they kind of jumped on our mistakes. And again, unfortunately, we get punished for our mistakes. At the weekend, it was more of a referee decision that killed us, as well as giving away the set play. But tonight, I mean, what else can you do? Like, the effort, the application from the players was something that I can't fault. But unfortunately, as the game goes on, there's a couple of moments that are stupid and bad decisions that leads to them obviously getting 2 goals and us losing the game.
Just finally, I know me and you've spoken a lot about sort of the hard work that goes on behind the scenes, especially in the dressing room as well. How much, you know, given the situation that we now find ourselves in, especially after tonight's results, how much is that going to take now of hard work and just pure determination from now to the end of the season?
That's all we can do, you know. It's like it's never over till it's over. So I think we've still got 9 games. I know it's been a really difficult season for the club and for the players, and again, when I went out there tonight, I mean, honestly, their application, you can't fault that. So I said to them, look, it's not good, and some people have got to take accountability for that. At the same point, you can't lose sight and you can't lose hope in the fact that for long spells they were so good against a team that are much higher up the league than we are, and they've got some very good players. I thought we nullified them, but you've got to play right through the game, and unfortunately those 2 moments that we've obviously not done well, and they've managed to score and they've won the game. I mean, even at least if you took the point, for us to give away a penalty so late on in the game, and again they score the penalty, we don't, there's the game. You know, if we score a penalty, we probably win the game 2-0. But you just give them hope when you don't, and then it goes up the end of the pitch, and then they get that penalty late in the game to win it, and unfortunately then the clock just disappears, and they're just seeing the game out, keep the ball in the corner, doing anything that they can to make it ugly. And again, we've just got to take that in the chin, and we've got to try and come back in and work hard again, and then get to Saturday and try and get a result. That's all we can keep doing.